definitely don't take any Indian artifacts. Don't mess up the sites. Don't touch them. Leave them all for future generations. Today I'm in California. It's a little chilly, it's a little cloudy. Got some sprinkles during the night. Colorado River is right there, and Arizona is just on the other side. We're at a place called the Blythe Intaglios. Blythe is the town that way, a few miles. And the intaglio is a type of carving that in this particular case is on the ground, just like the Nazca lines in Peru, if you've ever seen those. These are ancient. It's hard to tell on the ground, but if you can look at these on Google Earth, you can get a really good idea of what we're looking at here. It's a figure of a male. It says the original photograph showed a phallus between its legs. It's 102 feet from head to toe, spans 65 feet. It says you can't see any knees, but you can see elbows, and it used to have a circular pattern drawn around the top of it. So you can see right here, these circles right here, but this is an arm here. The body and the legs are really, really long, and the head way up there. Unfortunately, these were not protected until 30 or 40 years ago, and so a lot of area around here has been damaged by off-road vehicles, and so it's hard to really say if these are completely original. This one's an animal, and the picture here is an old picture. Looks like horns, could be ears. Some say this is a horse, and which it is. Then it would mean after the Spanish arrived here, 1500s or something. But it could be a deer. It's hard to say. And there's a spiral design. This one's an animal. This could either be ears or horns. Some say it was a horse, and if it is, then that means it was put up after the Spanish arrived. But it could be a deer. I don't know. I've seen this spiral design in petroglyphs before. Looks like some rocks thrown in there. Some people may have thrown some rocks in there, but the original design is still there. You can tell how the outer layer has been kind of scooped out all over there. It's a lot of work. But as you can see, the area around here, around the fence, is where all the people walk who come to see it. This is all cleared out around here. But if you look around, everywhere else is really the same as what's inside the fence. So it looks to me like that probably is ancient. They estimate between 400 to 2,000 years old, but it's the desert. There's hardly any rainfall. There's wind, so there's some erosion, but you can just tell how it looks the same. So it's impressive, because that means those probably really are really old. Heather? This big guy is really impressive. Big feet, long legs. But you can really get an idea how it was all done. And you can just, it's hard to tell on the camera, but if you're here, you can just see how the ground goes like this, and then curves down to the base, and then back up again. So it's definitely old. I wish there was a way to date it for sure. This is an impressive one. This one is big. There's another look at the size of this hill. My car's right over there. You can see the size. That's over 100 feet down. Goes up to there. And then over the hill are the other two. But then you can see the nice mountain line over there. Nice line of mountains over there. Big valley in between. Mountains over here. So yeah, they definitely wanted these up on top. This one is dug in deeply. This sign says, same as the last one, it's a human figure oriented north to south. Earlier drawings indicate fingers and toes and several lines coming out of the head. It's 105 feet from head to toe and 91.8 feet with the span of the arms. So yeah, this guy is big. The other one had skinny legs. This one's got big feet. It's carved very deeply into the base up there at the top. That's coming through. You can really see just how deep that's cut. You can really see how deep those lines are. Several inches in the middle there. This one is definitely the least disturbed of the bunch. The others cactuses are growing in there. This is scary. Look at how much of this has fallen down over the years. I'm right on the edge of it. Yeah, I would say when this gets a little rain, it comes right through here. Just washes this all away. Some symbols over here off of this arm. And again, it looks almost completely undisturbed. Some more circles going around the center there. This is a nice one. There are very, very few big rocks in there. So when it comes to wondering how these were created, it's almost as if they just cleared out all the big rocks, scooped down all the little bits to the base there, and just got rid of the big rocks, because there just aren't very many in there. And you really have to get out here and see it for yourself. And look at it on Google Earth. Good pictures. I wish I had a drone. Next year I'll have a drone. Now here's some obvious fakes, and the reason I say that is because these were carved right down into the dust. Somebody just carved this down. Can't tell how long ago, but you know, they just made a figure in the dust. Probably these. But when you compare that to the actual site, there's a layer of rock down there. So that's authentic, and this clearly is not. I'm standing at the base of the hill. There's the fence of that fellow we just looked at. You can see how high that is. All the river rock, a lot of it all over the place. Again, this is just a big wash. Every time it rains, water comes through here. Again, there's another layer, drops down. So it runs whenever it rains. You can see the stone lodged in that, and that's very loose, sandy gravel. So wouldn't take much to bring all that down. A lot of it's already come down. Definitely don't take any Indian artifacts. Don't mess up the sites. Don't touch them. Leave them all for future generations. This will give you an idea of how high this thing is. I'm 6'3", so it's pretty high. Wish I had more time to look around. Could explore this whole place. That's where I just came from right there. Big area. So this is all part of that same area. All this flat hill right here. The washes down there, the river rock is all down there, down them big hills. And this area right here is very much like what those carvings are. And as you can see, it's just a very thin layer of small rocks. See how small they are. And what's cool is that they're very compact already, just like it is, this whole little section right here. But if I just move my hand through it, I come to the dirt, which is like we saw them fake ones over there. So however those carvings were made, they did it just like this, just like it is. and then scooped some little ones on the side. I don't think this is one. I don't think this particular spot is anything, but I think it just shows the care that it would have taken to make it. Again, it's just this fine, thin layer of rocks, and they made them carvings out of it, and they're still here. Out of all this time, they're still here. I'm up on a hill. The carvings are just down there. The Colorado River goes straight through there. There's a line of mountains back there, and this whole area is the same as where those carvings were, that same kind of stone, the same kind of hills, and I'm on one now. And you can see the mountains are closer. Very, very beautiful. It's almost purple, you know, like the song says, Purple Mountain Majesty, America the Beautiful. That's where they get it, you know. Probably the settlers, when they were coming this way, they saw the mountains. It's very impressive colors, very nice. Very impressive colors, a lot of shadows. The clouds really help. It's very nice, very, very nice place. But yeah, the water would have come out from there, or still does. It's kind of narrow through here, then it gets wider through here, and then right over here is where we were. So yeah, all this is a bunch of river stone. But those carvings are really impressive. If you have the means, I recommend getting out here to look at them if you're into that sort of thing. From what I've seen, they look just like the Nazca lines. I've only seen those online on YouTube. I can't go down there. It's 4,000 miles from here, the Nazca lines are. So it just makes you wonder how, why, what was the connection? Was there a connection? Did somebody from up here make this? Did somebody from here go down there? Who knows? They're definitely old, definitely cool. So I just walked up this hill, see what was up here, and there's nothing but a big pile of rocks. So I'm just gonna assume that that's something that people add to every time they come up here. Somebody puts another one up there, so I'm gonna do the same thing. This one has kind of a flat, kind of a pink color. I put it right in there. Add to the collective. And so if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't, hit that thumbs up button, leave some comments, and have a nice day.